So, with this acumen, today's interactive webinar is designed on the subject ADR and its future in India, with a lecture titled as The Future of ADR, Trends, Innovations, and Digital Transformation in Dispute Resolution, that will provide an insights and comprehensive overview on its key precedents, legal framework, technical structure, and futuristic dimensions. Well, our Just Scriptum is a dedicated legal community that covers law and academia with a mission to stimulate interdisciplinary curriculum and multidimensional pedagogy to advance legal education system. We integrate contemporary nuances and framework into our services and provide high quality standard legal contents and resources in the form of webinar, lecture series, interactive workshops, research and publications. Moreover, our goal prospect is to escalate law and advocacy to an enormous height that caters the evolutionary aspect and changing perspective of the legal industry and adopt those segments and research domains into our core pedagogy with utmost integrity to propel academic excellence, thus bridging the gap between theory and practice. So, today in this webinar, we have invited an advocate from Amritsar, that is Advocate Mehul Bansal sir. Sir is a dynamic advocate, an entrepreneur and a legal journalist. Sir is a managing partner of Kotosin Law Firm, that is in Punjab branch, and founder of Talan Advocacy. Sir has been instrumental in mentoring young legal minds with a passion of civil and criminal law. Sir has an impressive track record in legal journalism. Sir brings a wealth of knowledge, inspirations, and expertise to this interactive session. So, with this introduction, now we are hereby going to start today's interactive webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Yasser, for this warm welcome and good evening, everyone. So, today's webinar, let us not keep it a monologue, let us keep it more of an interactive session. So, we are talking of ADRs. Uh, I would like two of you to volunteer for a short situation based activity. Anyone kindly raise your hands?
I request all the participants to participate in the discussion with Sir.
Okay, Urvashi, and who else? Anyone else? Okay, Shekhat. Okay. So throughout the session, Urvashi and Shekhat will be having a dispute. Let us take an example that there are two businesses. For one, Urvashi is the CEO, and for other, Shekhat is the CEO. Now a dispute arises between them. They are into sale and purchase of, and let us take an example of anything. So now one is not able to pay for whatever the person has purchased from the other. Now, what will be your role? How will the other be able to take the money? Number one, they will keep calling them. Number two, they can file a suit against them. Or number three, they can ADR. They can file an arbitration against them, or maybe a mediation against them. They can try to resolve the same amicably. Understood the example till here? So, so now that they have a dispute, one is based in Bangalore. Let us take another example. One is based in Bangalore and one is based in maybe Punjab. So now they file an ADR. Now they file an arbitration. what will happen? Once they file an arbitration, they'll be running here and there again for the dates that they'll be having, or maybe for they'll be booking flights for each date. They'll be booking hotels for each date. They'll be having a lot more costs for every time they have a discussion or maybe arbitration date. So coming to the future trends, with the advent of technology, with the upcoming technology, it has become easy through video conferences, maybe through ODRs, what we call is online dispute resolution systems that help us interact, that maybe help us resolve resolve our disputes better and cost efficiently. Understood till here, guys? Guys, at least speak up. You guys can turn on your mics. I don't mind if you guys turn on your mics and if you guys keep speaking. In case you have any queries, you can ask them right away. Okay, so now that Urvashi and Shekhat are having dispute again, uh, what are the other ways you can resolve these disputes? Tell me. You guys can type in the chat box as well.
A participant, please engage yourself in the discussion.
Anyone, guys?
By mediation, they can do it.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, one answer we got is through mediation. But again, in case they go for a mediation, one is based in Bangalore and another is in Punjab. They'll have to run here and there. They have to leave their work and come to each date, any jurisdiction they have. Now, taking another example, these two are based in same country. Now, taking another example, if they're based in two different countries, one is US, one is India, or maybe one is Germany, then what?
On
Even if they
virtual
file a mediation.
on virtual platform like the our webinar is going on.
Yeah, virtual platform is good. Okay, so we take this thing that virtual platform can be taken into consideration. The platform maybe Google Meet, maybe Cisco WebEx, maybe Zoom. Then again, but what about the jurisdictions? If, say for example, one is based in Germany, one is in USA. Then what? Even if they are settling the dispute through virtual platforms, but what about the laws that are different in both countries?
Hi, this is Akshay.
Yeah, hi.
So I think that they will have to decide. The both parties have to decide and come to a consensus that which laws they would be following for the trial.
Okay, okay. Huh. Both of them will be deciding. Ulvashi and Shekhat, you guys will be deciding now that what laws you'll be following. In case you are not able to decide, then what? In case these guys are not able to decide on any jurisdiction or maybe any kind of laws, then what? Yeah, speak up, Ali. Yes.
Sir, then the conflict of laws principles apply, and we determine through, I think, the contract where it was established that which law is applicable.
But again, if they would have been able to decide, it would have been in the contract itself, or maybe the arbitration clause itself, or maybe when we make a separate arbitration agreement. But
So
now
maybe
they are
from
not
the
able to decide on anything.
so maybe from the style of the contract, like in commercial dealings, I'm aware that the style of the contract, how it is formatted, we determine by matching that contract with the other's contract. If it match one with like the UK one, we apply the UK law. Maybe like that.
But that generally happens when we are sitting in some mediation or sitting in some arbitration at a particular place. What about online system that is going worldwide? Online resolutions. Anyone speak up? Any lame answer is also good.
They can form a committee
Okay.
to
Yeah.
decide all
Okay.
these matters. And both should agree with that committee.
This one was the perfect answer. A committee will be formed again. A committee will be formed again through online. Both will be deciding common head of the committee, a common chairman of the committee. Again, the committee will be deciding on other things, the jurisdiction, the laws that will be followed, and how will the proceedings be held. So, uh, okay. So we took two examples. Both of them were in same country, different states, and both of them were again in countries, different countries altogether. So coming to our main topic, uh, current now comparing the current trends, the future. The current trend says that we can only sit at a particular place on a particular kind of procedure, going around with a particular kind of law, and then moving forward with the ADR, moving forward with the dispute resolution. But the future trend that we see, we are coming to the technology, we are online, we are working online, we are doing everything online. Everything, 90% of things are work from home. So dispute resolution can again be held online. Then there is no need of any particular jurisdiction. There is no need of any particular or maybe procedure that is being held. There is no like hard and fast rule or any kind of laws that are being followed. Again, they can decide, the dispute can be decided on being hybrid. It can be hybrid, like some of the procedure can be held online, some of the procedure can be offline, or maybe a complete online, complete offline, or they can be deciding on both. Then coming to the online dispute resolution ODR system that is coming ahead, there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of we can say courts that are going ahead with ODRs. There is a company called Jupitice that is in Chandigarh. What they does is they you can file a dispute on their website. You can write a short paragraph that what dispute do you have against whom and done. You'll pay a nominal fees and go ahead with what your dispute through online platforms. Some of the insurance matters, generally insurance matters with IRDAI, or there are other consumer matters that are being held online. Any query till now? Any query, guys? At least speak yes or no. At least write in the chat box.
No, sir, I'll clear.
Okay. So let us take a situation here. Let us play a short game. I'll be the arbitrator or the mediator. Two of you will be the having disputes. Not Urvashi and the other person now. Or anyone else. Let us play a short game.
Hi, this is Akshay. I want to volunteer for this.
Okay, Akshay. Who else? Guys, we are not going with any kind of like particular format of this thing. You can speak up anything. Okay, again Urvashi. Anyone else? Otherwise, I'll proceed with Urvashi.
GD Garg.
Okay, yeah. Akshay and Mr. Garg. You guys can go ahead. You guys take a situation and proceed with your dispute. Turn on your mics, turn on your cameras, and proceed with your dispute and the resolution again.
Dispute is the same, that I have supplied some goods to Akshay and he has not been able to make the payment. The dispute is
Okay.
the same.
Okay, done. So now what? Now that Akshay hasn't made your payment and the amount is even in crores, what next?
And
Okay, so the dispute is exactly about the payment in time. So maybe I would have delayed the payment. That's why the dispute has been raised.
Okay. Okay, done.
So I will be justifying that why I am delayed, and I will be asking for some time.
And again, that
Yes.
time is breached. Say, for example, now Akshay hasn't paid an amount of like 5 crores. Mr. Garg is calling and calling him that why are you not making the payment? He's texting over the WhatsApp, he's texting over other platforms. Now continue.
Okay.
Continue, guys. Akshay and Garg, Mr. Garg.
Mr. Akshay, you can take the loan from the bank and settle the dispute. Pay to me 50% within 6 months and 50% another 6 months. You can
Thank you so
avail
much,
the
Mr.
loan.
Garg. That's a very generous offer. And I would like to go ahead with this, that I will pay the 50% amount right now, and remaining 50% in the coming time.
Yes, it is agreed to me. And I suggest you can take the loan from the bank. And you later on decide to pay to the bank instead of mine loan.
Right. Thank you so much for the suggestions, and I'll be working in that area. Sure.
So, like
Okay.
this, we can have a dispute resolution.
See, okay. Now, now that Akshay has taken a loan of 50% amount, 2.5 crores from the bank and paid you. Rest 2.5 crores, again he's not able to pay. Now you file a dispute against him. Rather than filing a dispute at the first place, that over the discussion you had your half payment. For the rest of the half payment, now you file a dispute. Now you go to the court and file a commercial suit that litigation will be happening between us. Now what?
So, sir, I think if I will not be able to pay the amount in time, some orders will be issued against me to follow them.
No. Now that you have to save your amount, you have to save your time, and you have to save yourself, you will be filing an application for alternate dispute resolution, for resolution through ADR.
All right.
Done. Now again, you file an application, random application in the court. Commercial suit was filed by Mr. Garg against you. That commercial suit was filed. Court allows you file an application and court allows you to for an ADR. For an arbitration, arbitrator is appointed, procedure is decided, everything is decided. But again, in first two proceedings, you are not able to come. Now you again, through your advocate, you again file an application that allow me to join the hearings or allow me for ODRs, online dispute resolution through in ADR. Done. You file another application. You get a permission. You again get a permission. Now you guys decide upon another terms. Go ahead. New terms. For the
So,
remaining amount.
Mr. Garg, can you suggest anything that you have to offer?
In the first, when you took the loan, took goods from me, for 5 crore, what happened to that goods? Whether you are having that goods?
Uh, a very large part of the good was, not in the correct conditions to be delivered, and they're not ready yet.
What kind of arrangement you have made to sell that goods from your side?
So we are working on the defects and making the products, available in the correct manner, and it will take some time. That's why I have not been able to pay in time.
Okay, so Mr. Akshay, how much time do you need more for the payment?
Around 3 months from now.
Will you be able to pay 2.5 crores in next 3 months? Because you said you need time for making the goods good for sale, and even if some of them are sold, rest of them still remains with you. I'll suggest you one thing: you return some of the goods, sell some of them, and after 3 months we'll again have a new hearing and we'll decide. In case you are not able to sell the goods, you will return those goods, and Mr. Garg will proceed with the return, and your amount will be good to go. Otherwise, we'll settle on it. How we can proceed?
That's right,
In
Mr.
case,
Arbitrator. I am happy with your suggestions.
Mr. Garg, are you okay with that?
Yeah, we have to take the return of goods. If it is returned, we will adjust that amount, that much amount.
Okay, so Mr. Akshay, you delivered the return of the amount, 1 crore amount of goods to Mr. Garg within next 15 days, and after 3 months we'll meet again on the ODI platform and we'll see to it what to do next. In case you are not able to pay, in case in between you are able to pay any of the amount, even if 50 lakhs, do the same.
Right. That seems a very a clear way ahead. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Mr. Garg, are you alright with the online meeting of the
Yes,
dispute,
yes,
online resolution
yes,
of the dispute?
yes. I am ready to that.
Okay, then we next hearing also will be on the same platform online itself, and the link will be shared to you over the email.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So, guys, now that you have seen how things say now this on how technology and how online platforms save a lot more time, a lot more dispute resolution than what could have happened in if they would have to meet somewhere in between or at one place in either of the situation.
Yes, it's a technological gift to the system.
Yes, it is a technological gift. Now let us take another. I'll give you a situation. There is a online hearing going on, and it gets hacked. Now what? Technology is a gift. Okay. No worries, Akshay. So technology is a gift, but in case anything can happen, cyber frauds are happening. Your hearing can get your hearings or your maybe your links can get hacked. What then? Then what?
This is procedure to complain the cyber fraud to the agencies. So first thing is to complain that cyber fraud to the agencies. If they are able to resolve this cyber fraud, then after that we can go ahead.
But
It will take time to resolve the cyber fraud.
I'll tell you one thing. To be very honest, cyber cells are doing nothing. Cyber cells are not able to do anything. 7 of my matters are going on in cyber cells at different places in Punjab, but nothing is being done on. We are not able to do anything. Don't report anything to cyber fraud. Ask the court to make the system more secure, or maybe ask the arbitrator to make the system more secure.
Yeah,
Change the links, make
yeah.
it more dynamic.
Yes, sir.
change your IP addresses and all. Make your Wi-Fi, make your network secure.
Yes, yes. This is the good
Understood my
suggestion.
point? Rather than going everything through court or through these through cases and everything, save time, save money, and do whatever possible through applications in the ongoing matters.
Yes, yes.
Understood? Someone
Correct.
else who would like to go with a new situation, would like to take an example and try with the same game.
Definitely.
Okay, Urvashi and Ali. Okay, you guys go ahead.
Okay, so I'm the buyer. I buy a ship, and the ship was given to me by the production company in like 1.5 years, and the goods were defected. So I made the half payment and didn't made any further payment. And now the seller is demanding the rest of the payments.
Okay, done. Take another example. Let us not focus on just money disputes. Money disputes are going everywhere. Take some another, try some another example.
Maybe marriage dispute. I don't know.
Marriage dispute. Okay, marriage
That
dispute can
happened
be.
in ADR. That can happen in ADR.
Yeah.
Patent dispute may be there. Patent
See,
dispute.
I'll tell you. If you are file these statements, you how many of you already know the procedure for a marriage dispute? In case you file a marriage dispute in the court, how many of you know the procedure already?
There is a particular court that is family
Hmm.
court, so I will be go there to to file a dispute again regarding that.
Then what? You filed a dispute, you filed an application that you want a divorce, or maybe you had a domestic violence, you filed an FIR and now you want a divorce. Not a mutual one, but the other one. What next?
But court take a discretion कि both the parties take the decision. They not tell that कि you guys take a divorce.
I'll tell you what the procedure is. You are half good, half done. You file a dispute. There is a proper procedure that will go on. The court will have your written statements. The court will have your statements. The court will have witnesses. Then the court will decide whether to give divorce or whether not. The court will give you 1 year time to stay together if possible. In case not, then it will grant divorce after 1 year. Done. Now what we did in last case, Mr. Gar, can you please turn off your mic? So now what we did it recently. One party was sitting in London and the other in I think Melbourne, Australia. The other party was in Australia. Both of them wanted divorce under Section 13B, mutual divorce. So their marriage certificate was registered here itself in Amritsar, Punjab. Case will be filed here. Now what? Shall I call them? Call one person from London, other from Australia every time? Or what? You guys tell me.
Sir, they can give their power of attorney to the lawyer here, and he can handle all of this court proceeding on their behalf.
Court proceedings anyhow,
If one
Wakalatnama
party-
will be signed. Then what? But what? They have to come during the time of witnesses, during the time of others. Yes, Urvashi, speak up.
Sir, if the one party is not able to reach in the jurisdiction, then he or she call the attorney.
Call the
Attorney, or we can say advocate,
No.
to handle the case.
This thing doesn't happen. See, advocate anyhow will be there. The wakalatnama of the advocate will be signed by both the parties, one from one side, other from other side. Done. Now, the advocate here will give the uh, application to the court that these people are sitting in such and such countries and they won't be able to come. Or there is no possibility of coming here. The court will appoint officers. The court will always appoint two officers, one from one side again and the other from other side, who will record their statements, who will do their witnesses, who will do their statements and other procedure through video call, maybe through Google Meet or maybe through WhatsApp video call, and that will be put on record. Like we are having a session and we are recording this thing, we show this to the court that this was the thing. The same will be in written. The statements will be in written form, and then again, on the basis of those statements and on the basis of those call recordings, video call recordings, the court will grant divorce, or the court will pass its order whether to give a divorce or not. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Except criminal matters, except core criminal matters, any of the matter can be taken up through ADR or maybe through online dispute resolution system. Now you can proceed. Ali and Urvashi, if you want to give a trial.
Sir, I had a question relating to arbitral rewards. How binding are they across the jurisdiction? Like you said, the parties, one was from Melbourne and other was from New York. So, like the jurisdiction of New York and Melbourne, how will they recognize the arbitral reward? Like, is it binding across jurisdiction, or do we need to follow some type of conventions or maybe arbitration rules of those jurisdiction for that arbitration to be recognized there?
See, their marriage is registered in India itself. So they have to, once they are given a divorce under whatever section, the other country will be like recognizing the same. Unless they are a permanent citizen of that country. In case the person is has become a person of, has become a non-resident Indian, has become a has become a citizen of that other country. Say, for example, the lady who is sitting in Australia, Melbourne, she becomes a permanent citizen there and leaves Indian passport. But the person sitting in London does not have a European passport. Now what? Then they will be filing a dispute under some convention which have a common law, or maybe in as per Indian laws itself, as whatever they decide or whatever the court decides. Whoever is filing, in case the lady is filing, she'll be filing in her own court, na? She'll be filing in Australian court. But the person, the man, he has to file in India because he's not a PR there. So he will have to file here. The convention, Paris Convention or other conventions will be followed in that case. Understanding my point?
Yes, sir, I understood your point.
Yeah.
Okay, so on the like proposition, like the proposition is this, that me and a girl, let's say, got married. I moved to the United States of America, and the traditional divorce proceedings are that you go to court, get divorced, and 50% of your wealth go to your wife, and stuff like that. So I do not want to proceed. And there are matters of child custody, like if wife proves that you were negligent towards the kids, then she can get the child custody, which will be very unfavorable to me. So instead of that, I want to mediate between me and my wife, and want a like peaceful dissolution of the marriage. So I maybe go to the arbitrators, and we settle through mediation and ADR. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Argue.
Okay. So I will be arguing that maybe don't take away the children
No,
or something.
no worries, no worries. You can speak and name language as well. We are not like doing anything formal here. You are not actually filing a case. You are not doing anything. Just speak whatever your mind says.
Sure. Okay, so basically, I will be arguing that I would want to like proceeding to dissolution of marriage to occur as soon as possible. That I
Okay.
wouldn't want my property to be divided. Like we didn't had any prenuptial contract before the marriage,
Hmm.
so now that's a big problem. Now our a marriage is dissoluting, but I don't want to give away my property or my business. So
Hmm.
I want a very favorable condition for me. Like I do not want to give away 50% of all my property, maybe like 10-20%, the proper amount of dowry or whatever, but not more than that. And
I
I would
have a
want to
question
like,
here. Sorry to
Mhm.
interrupt. I have a question here. Properties exist in which country?
Okay, property. They exist across jurisdictions in United States, in other countries like India and yeah.
You got married in India itself.
We got married in India, but some properties are in India, some are in United States, and yeah,
All on your name.
all in my name. Yes.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
Urvashi is
And
raising her hand.
in relation to child custody, I want like both. I think it's called mutual child custody. Like we both get access to the children, and I
Hmm.
do not want all the child custody to go to the wife. And I think that's the proposition.
Okay, so but child, even if both of you are able to visit the child or see the child, who is keeping the child? There will be one who has to keep the child, right?
The mother can get the access to the child, but I wouldn't be excluded from visiting them, or they wouldn't be excluded from visiting me. So I
Okay,
think
okay.
that's how we'll proceed.
Yes, Miss Urvashi, what do you want from now?
So we have own points. So I must say कि it depends on the party.
Okay, how?
So I'm not believe the statement is correct or not, but it depends on the party. कि if they want to stay together, then they go ahead. If don't want, then they file an application to the court, and court decided whether the party is
Hmm.
file an application or they want a divorce or not. So court decided.
See, even if it depends, if you are not able to live together for any reason, I don't mind of anything, if for any particular reason, then only you'll be filing for divorce. If you guys are able to live together, why will you go for divorce or anything? People are living together in living relationships, but people are not able to live together in after a marriage.
But sir, we see the situation now, the party situation, whether he is serious or not for
See,
in a marriage.
if the situation is, say for there is a situation, taking the same situation, you both are in different countries, you are both of you are working, both of you have a good income, then you decide to dissolve the marriage for a reason that you are not able to like shift. One of you is not able to shift to the other country and not able to get a job there. Mutual divorce in that case.
Yes, sir, definitely. Definitely the divorces happen.
Uh, there are a lot of situations. I do not have yes, sure. Do we have time?
Yes, sir, you can proceed. 10,
Okay,
15
okay.
minutes, you can proceed.
We have 15 minutes, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then both of you proceed with your situation.
Okay, so basically, the reason why I want to like mediation, not go to the courts, is because I do not want my property to go away. I'm like a businessman, and also I do not want the long proceedings. I do not want to like or marriage was registered, let's say in India. So I do not want to go back to India back to back for the proceeding. That will disturb my business and stuff like that. So, I want to save my time. So we go ahead with arbitration. What if the wife do not agree with the arbitration? Sir, what then? She said we want to.
E-
I want to go
Even,
to the court.
even if one of you files an application for ADR and that to online ADR, the court agrees, generally agrees to give it a try.
Okay. Okay. Sir, why is that? They want to save their time.
The court, what court sees is if you sit together and if you discuss on things, most of the problem gets resolved. You won't be able to see the problem at that time. If you are coming to the court, family court, and fighting and like slapping each other, you are just seeing the problem. You are not being a solution oriented. But ADRs during the time of mediation or during the time of arbitration, you are somewhat solution oriented, more of solution oriented there.
Yes, sir, that's very correct. Because in family courts, it can get very nasty. Like wife want to get divorced, but she to get divorced, she files like he did harm to me or prejudiced me, and so that's why I want to get divorced. Like it can get very ugly. So I think definitely that makes very sense.
I'll tell you another point here. Uh, there was another mediation going on in Supreme Court with one of my seniors. What happened was the one of the person, like you said, one of the person doesn't agree for ADR and other person wanted ADR. What the court wrote in order that the person who wants ADR will give 5,000 for each hearing of ADR to the other person who doesn't want the ADR. Maybe to the wife. In that case, it was the wife who didn't want the mediation to happen. So the court wrote that the husband will be paying 5,000 on each visit to the mediation center, on attending of each hearing of the mediation center by the husband and the wife. And in that case, wife will also agree. She is getting extra 5,000 at every hearing, even if 10 hearings happen in like 5 months. She already has a 50,000 rupees in her hand. Court does these things. Generally, High Court and Supreme Court does these things. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so not delaying anything more. We have the situation. So proceed with your situation. Proceed with your thinking, and we'll conclude this then.
Okay, so maybe we go ahead with the ADR and we reach an amicable like solution. I think that's the conclusion. I don't see more arguments here. Maybe she denies like the arbitral award, and maybe she goes to the court and said that she doesn't agree with the arbitrator. Like he's just he rewarded in favor of me, giving
No, no,
just
no,
to
no, no, no,
20%
no.
of the property.
See, whatever happens, either arbitration goes ahead, arbitrate, or it gets failed. There are only two things that can happen. In case the ADR fails, the arbitrator or the mediator will write failed, and the matter will be proceeded to court. Generally, how it happens, the whole process. If an award is passed, it is equal to the award of a civil court, and the other party has to agree to it or file an appeal in the upper court. If
Okay,
the
so we appeal the judgment in the court of the arbitration.
court of not court of arbitration, if you guys are fighting in the civil court, if in the lower court, district court, and then an same arbitral award is passed that 20% will go to her, and she does not agree. She wants more. She will have to appeal in the High Court now against this arbitral award. She cannot just say that I do not agree this. She will just say to the arbitrator, I do not agree with I am not ready to take 20%. I'll take minimum of 40%. The arbitrator will write arbitration failed. These things happened, done for such and such reasons, and it will proceed to court.
Right.
Huh.
Oh, okay. So, what if like isn't the arbitration award like binding on the both the parties?
If once passed, it is binding until appeal is filed.
Okay. Okay, so maybe I think the arbitration failed and we proceed with the court anyway. So I think that's maybe the conclusion here.
Anything can happen. There is a lot more spider web kind of thing that happens in courts. You cannot say that this can be a sole situation. That's why we say law cannot be read in isolation. Law is, there are multiple sections that happen. There are multiple bare acts that we open. There are multiple things that is happening in the court in a same matter at the same time. Yes, Swapnil.
Sir, for filing a case in arbitration, which court we required to take a permission? High Court or District Court or any court, sir?
Any court, not criminal court, but any court.
Any court we can go for. Criminal court is not allowed to for arbitration, sir. No?
How will criminal court be allowed? Yeah. See, take a situation that the crime has happened, not just a theft or something. There is some rape or something that happened. How will you be able to arbitrate that?
Yes.
You are not agreeing to anything there. You are just fighting for justice over there. But here, there is a punishment. Wherever there is a punishment that is happening, there is no arbitration. But wherever, just a second, Santosh. But there is awards that are being passed, awards or maybe payments or something. There you can go for ADRs.
Okay.
Or
So,
ODRs, how we are talking.
so apart from criminal, any court can allow us for arbitration, sir.
During
Okay, sir.
once a matter is filed against you, any of the party, either of the party can put an application in front of the judge that we want to do arbitration or we want to do mediation or maybe conciliation or something.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No worries. Yes, Santosh.
Sir, sorry, I've joined late. I would like to know about the ODR, online dispute resolution. What is the scope and how much it is successful?
The scope is 100% good to go. Reason being, I'll tell you. If we sit, either we sit at a place and resolve the dispute, or we sit on a Google Meet and resolve the dispute. If it is to be resolved, it will be resolved either way or not resolved. ADR can happen on online platforms as well. Say, for example, we both have a dispute. Done. Now, I am not able to come, and I put an email to the Delhi High Court Mediation Center that I won't be able to attend offline. But if I am allowed to join through a Google Meet or something, I am ready to come to the hearing. But you are there itself in Delhi. You say that I'll come offline. You go offline. There is a proper system they have, and they put me through video conferencing in front of you and others, and a proper meeting happens.
Okay. But out of court also ODR is happening, no?
ODR is just ADR that is happening online.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, Swapnil.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
No worries. Yes, Swapnil, do you have any query? No worries, Akshay. Okay, so I'm done with today's session. In case you have any other queries, I've put my LinkedIn profile in the chat box. You guys can text me over the LinkedIn and we'll have a detailed discussion on your queries. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. It was nice meeting you. Hope we have more discussion over the topic or any other topic, maybe on LinkedIn itself.
Participants, if you have any queries, anything want to discuss or ask to sir, please feel free to do so. Then we will go with vote of thanks.
Yes, Santosh, do you have any query?
No, sir, I don't have any query.
No, Santosh.
Participant, the last two questions or any kind of queries or discussion with sir. So with immense delight, today's webinar concludes with vote of thanks. At first, I would like to thank our speaker, Advocate Mehul Bansal sir. Thank you, sir, for your insightful knowledge and providing an informative webinar and facilitating an interesting discussions. Thank you, sir, for your meticulous explanations and joining us in this Sunday's evening and encouraging the audience, our participants, to interact and participate in the group discussions. Your lecture and your webinar series was highly engaging, engrossing, and interactive. We are looking forward for your futuristic participation with our team. Second, we would like to thanks to all our virtual participants for not only joining the session but also participating in the discussions, engaging yourself in this meaningful exchange. Thank you, dear participants, for all your interest, for all your active participations and commitments for in today's session. At last, I would like to thank our Just Scriptum organization for taking up this valuable initiative and arranging the session on such an interesting topic, which facilitated a huge audience capacity and engaging discussions, contributing to the meaningful discourse of legal community. At last but not least, I request everyone to turn on their cameras so that we can have group photograph with sir. I request everyone to turn on the camera so that we can have group photograph with sir. Participants, Shreya, Ishita, Shrishti, Charu, Vaishali, Shantosh, Swapnil. Guys, please turn on your cameras. Guys, please turn on your cameras so that we can have a photograph with sir. Swapnil, Renuka, Ishita, Shrishti, Charu, Vaishali, and everyone out. Okay, anyways, we will have the photo now. Thank you, everyone. Now we have also done with our photo for the sessions. Thank you, sir, and thank you, everyone, for joining us in this session and making the forum very interactive. Thank you, everyone.